Hello, lovely people. Get ready for a whirlwind of joy as you join me on my channel today. We're diving into part 12 of the delightful Spurlock family, Adventures in The Sims 4. Come along and let's revel in the laughter and surprises together in today's video. Can't wait to share every sparkling moment with you. Let's see what delightful twists await us. Lamar was cheerfully engrossed in a delightful adventure on his computer, his face lit with joyous satisfaction. With a heart brimming with joy, he was blissfully immersed in his all-time favorite iGame, The Sims Forever, a world where every cherished dream had the chance to blossom and thrive. Cymurl, the cheerful cat, pranced into the room with a silent, contented purr. With a cheerful grin, he hopped onto Lamar's cozy bed, ready for stories and laughter. Outside, a gentle rain bestowed a refreshing touch upon the verdant landscape, inviting smiles and a sense of serenity. Lamar paused his play, and with a graceful leap, Cymurl the cat bounded joyfully from out the bed to join in the fun. Lamar nurtured a scheme so delightfully whimsical, it might just be counted among the most delightful of artistic visions ever, dreamed up. He imagined a kaleidoscope of exuberant, boundless colors, not on an ordinary canvas. Lamar's exhilarating concept was to turn the very ground beneath our feet into a celebration of paint, a merry-go-round of shades and a symphony of visual pleasure, one that broke barriers and beckoned onlookers to not only view it, but to step into it, to live joyously within a living piece of art. This was a vision stemming from the wish to enchant and enhance, to forge an unorthodox beauty that would eternally dance in the memories of the art world. As the clock joyfully chimed 4 p.m., Octavia breezed through the door of her home, a symphony of laughter greeting her at the threshold. The day's labors melted away in the buoyant atmosphere of her abode, where twin angels, Lila and Janessa, beamed with unbridled joy upon her arrival. With a heart overflowing with love, Octavia seamlessly transitioned to nurturing her little ones, their mutual affection glowing as warmly as the sun-kissed light that pirouetted playfully about the nursery walls. As the afternoon sun cast a warm golden glow, Octavia, a devoted mother rich in patience and love, prepared a cheerful bath brimming with warm, bubbly water. With a loving embrace, she gently scooped up little Lila, whose day of lively play left her adorned with the sweet scent of boundless childhood escapades. While singing cheerful lullabies, Octavia bathed Lila, turning each splash into peals of giggles, each stroke of soap into a nurturing touch, and lifting away the day's remnants of playtime fun until the child shone, radiant with the bright purity of loving care and the freshness of new beginnings. Basked in the bliss of her evening bath, submerging into the warm, inviting waters that pledged sheer serenity. As she nestled into the comforting embrace, a whimsical joy bubbled up within her. Gleefully, she began to frolic and splash with heedless delight, sending cheerful droplets scattering like sparkling jewels. Laughter filled the air, mingling with the merry sounds of water in playful commotion. Her eyes twinkled with pure elation at every wave she made. The playful splashing vivified the room, infusing both the space and Lila with a burst of exuberant life. Octavia embraced the joyful task of measuring the water's moods with a sense of wonder and a scientist's precision. She dipped her elbow in with a delicate touch, each time her keen senses tuned to the gentle shift from welcoming warmth to a tender cool. With every careful test, she endeavored to pinpoint not only the temperature's variation, but the exact instant when the comforting heat surrendered to a refreshing embrace, as the water hummed tunes of its voyage from spirited warmth to peaceful calm. Her pursuit of this fleeting boundary was a ballet of patience and joyous discovery. Lamar joyfully took part in home care, eagerly diving into tidying tasks with an appreciative eye for neatness. With attentive sweeps through each room, he lovingly cleared away the haphazard remains of daily life, transforming the space with every careful motion. His thoughtful effort not only elevated the home's cleanliness, but also breathed a serene, harmonious air into the space, replacing clutter with peaceful order. His actions brought about a delightful sense of well-being, turning the house into a haven of tranquility. Cradling Lila on the floor, Octavia beamed as she embarked on the delightful task awaiting her. Her smile broadened with the fluid ease of motherhood as she floated into the sun-drenched kitchen, eager to whip up a heavenly spread for her cherished twins. The comforting aroma of warming milk mingled with the sweetness of freshly mashed fruits, creating a symphony that heralded a feast crafted with love. As she whisked and seasoned, Octavia's heart swelled, infusing each dish with her boundless affection, ensuring her twins not only relished their wholesome meal, but felt the embrace of her love with each joyful bite. Before Octavia prepared any nourishment for the twins, she joyfully and affectionately attended to Janessa's needs, ensuring that the child was lovingly bathed. She filled a bath with warm, soothing water infused with a gentle soap that caressed Janessa's delicate skin. She cradled the little one tenderly, washing away the toils of the day with a soft sponge as Janessa giggled and kicked playfully, sending sparkling droplets dancing in the light. After Janessa was dried, clothed in cozy, fresh garments and snugly swaddled, Octavia turned her attention to the eagerly awaiting twins, ready to fill their world with the same warmth and care. As dusk descended with a tender hush, the sun's cheerful rays played hide-and-seek with the horizon, casting a golden shimmer that celebrated the day's joyous end. Janessa surrendered to the mirthful delight of a prolonged soak. The water's warm caress, a delightful elixir for the soul, lifted away the day's lightest worries with tender ease. Embracing tranquility, she found herself frolicking in sprightly glee, her giggles mingling with the playful splashes, each droplet shimmering with laughter, while iridescent jewels pirouetted in the air, aglow with the sun's parting smile. Time stretched out with a gentle cadence as she conducted her aquatic concert, every ripple a cheerful chord against the porcelain theater, until she emerged, her skin adorned with crystalline lace, ready to be wrapped in the cozy embrace of her towel. The moment Matteo stepped through the door of his home, a sanctuary from the bustling workday, he gleefully dove into the joyful dance of family life. With a heart brimming with paternal devotion, he busied himself with the delightful task of whipping up a wholesome feast to charm the eager taste buds of his beloved children. As the enticing scent of the night's banquet filled every corner of their warm, laughter-filled home, Matteo lovingly attended to each detail of their happiness, his actions a tender symphony of care and devotion. With a joyful heart and a soothing touch, he joyously undertook the responsibility before him by first caring for the smallest joy of the family. With a spoon in hand and a bright, encouraging grin, he spent precious moments lovingly feeding the toddler, ensuring the little one's happiness and comfort were his foremost concern. His actions radiated with a tender, uplifting love, a reflection of his unwavering commitment to the child's joy. And as Gary observed, it was evident that the simple act of mealtime was filled with immense affection and a deeper, cheerful bond. As the gentle lull of evening settled in, casting a soft golden hue across the room, the moment arrived for young Lila to take her place at the heart of the family's nurturing ritual. There, seated at the worn but lovingly polished oak dining table that had borne witness to countless such instances, it became clear that the time had come for her to be nourished. Clutched in her tiny, expectant hands was the silver spoon passed down through generations, its surface reflecting the flicker of candles that danced in her wide, eager eyes. The warm, inviting aroma of the homemade meal wafted towards her, and with a mother's tender encouragement and a father's gentle smile, the comforting procession of feeding Lila commenced. Each bite was given with care, ensuring that the sustenance provided was not just a means to satiate hunger, but an embodiment of the familial love and care that surrounded her. Lila reveled in a splendid banquet, delighting in every tidbit laid out before her with a hearty zeal that embraced each dish with joy. Her parents observed with a mix of wonder and cheer as she deftly savored the diverse flavors, each mouthful reflecting her unabated zest for the delicious spread. With a contented exhale signaling the end of her delightful exploration, she seamlessly handed over the reins to Janessa. Now it was her turn to dive into this gourmet escapade, her plate ready to be adorned with the scrumptious treats that beckoned her eager taste buds. Matteo felt an irresistible urge of joy guiding him to collect Janessa. They both buzzed with the sheer joy of imminent camaraderie, envisaging a feast graced with laughter and affection. The prospect of diving into an array of joyful flavors and heartwarming chat sparked a delightful thrill within them. Matteo, taking the picturesque path to Janessa's welcoming home, felt the hours ahead brimming with promise for laughter-etched moments and a banquet of heavenly delights. After thoughtful consideration, the parents crafted a harmonious evening symphony. Matteo would revel in a warm, calming shower, dissolving the day's frolic to welcome a tranquil slumber. Simultaneously, Octavia assumed the delightful role of nurturing Janessa with a lovingly prepared, wholesome meal, filling her tiny belly with joy and nourishment, guiding her tenderly into a night of sweet, uninterrupted dreams. On a delightful and unassuming evening, Matteo found himself surrounded by the warmth and comfort of his well-appointed kitchen, embarking on a joyful culinary adventure that was a celebration of his cooking prowess and a tribute to cherished friendships. Armed with a keen eye for detail and a heart overflowing with happiness, he set about crafting a traditional Japanese dish to enchant the taste buds and uplift the spirits of his beloved friends, Octavia and Lamar. The dish of choice was the charming and beloved onigiri, those endearing rice balls that are a joyous fixture in Japanese culinary tradition. With enthusiasm, Matteo selected only the cheeriest ingredients, from the premium short-grain rice that would form the jubilant heart of the onigiri to the crispest nori seaweed for their embrace. Each grain of rice received his happiest care, being washed, soaked, and cooked to perfection, resulting in a fluffy and slightly sticky delight, just right for molding into their iconic triangular smiles. As the rice settled into a pleasant warmth, Matteo contemplated the fillings with a smile, choosing them to match the bright personalities of his friends. For Octavia, he picked the merry umeboshi, the pickled plum whose playful tang and subtle sourness danced on the palate. For Lamar, a heartwarming mixture of flaked grilled salmon, kissed with a hint of soy sauce and mirin, to bring a touch of sweetness and comfort. With all prepared, Matteo began the happy task of assembly. His hands, wet with salted water, joyously shaped the rice around the fillings, his motions weaving together familial tradition and his own cheerful twist. Each onigiri was crafted to be an eye-catching gem, as well as a gastronomic joy. Nestled in the crisp nori, the sea's fresh scent twirled with the inviting warmth of rice, a tantalizing beacon to savor and enjoy. As he arranged the final onigiri on the platter with artistic grace, Matteo took a moment to revel in his creation. These onigiri were delicious. As we pull the curtains closed on today's visual odyssey, I'm brimming with excitement for our future adventures. I warmly welcome your thoughts and musings in the comments below. Your perspectives and preferred moments breathe life into our collective space. Should this be your first foray with us, I wholeheartedly invite you to become part of our expanding circle by hitting subscribe. Your engagement is the bedrock upon which we craft something extraordinary. Until we meet again in the next video, stay well.